What's shaking, my subscribers? Stirred Sir here, and today we are going to be making the Estus from Dark Souls. I had a request to do that from a friend, and I attempted it once, and it turned out very good, and I've made very few tweaks, which made me very happy. So in the game Dark Souls, there is an item called Estus Flask, and it is a very important thing. Some people try to go the whole game without using it. I'd never be able to. It is the item that heals you in the game. And in order to get more of it, you have to go and rest at a bonfire, and that's like your save point. So until you rest at another bonfire and kind of save, if you run out of Estus, then you're just counting down until you die, pretty much. It's a very rough game, very difficult. Played the first two, partway through the third. So I'm excited to get right into it.
You will need hot water, a fine mesh strainer, a peeler, a jigger, a glass that can take heat, a mixing glass, a spoon, and a flame. You'll also need whole cloves, a fresh orange, ground cinnamon, orange bitters, demerara syrup, and 151 rum.
We are going to start with a very long peel of orange. I'm going to do it over our mixing glass so that any oil that comes off goes in there. What we're going to do with it is take a pick, poke holes down the length of it. Alright. We've got whole cloves here. We're going to just put these into the holes that I just made. Alright. So we've got a long strip of orange peel, and we're going to just set that into the mixing glass. 4 dashes of orange Angostura bitters. And we're going to do half an ounce of a rich demerara syrup. Some good 151 rum. When I tried this, it was with a cheap rum, and that still worked well. With the other ingredients, it just turns out good. 2 ounces of that. Before we stir, we are going to get some cinnamon in here. This bowl underneath is just to try to contain the mess, and it didn't work. And the fine strainer is just so that when you tap it, it comes out kind of evenly. You can just pour it straight from the cinnamon shaker. It'll just come out in more clumps. Now for the fun part. We are going to stir this up, and normally when you stir, you want it to be smooth and gentle. For this, you want to agitate this up, get as many alcohol vapors up as you can, because then when you light it, it'll stay lit. And then as we're stirring,
That's super cool, Noah.
alright, that should probably be good. I got myself thoroughly covered. Alright, I've got hot water here. If you use a metal jigger, hold the bottom half so it doesn't transfer heat. And I'm going to try to pull out the fire 4 ounces of hot water. And it didn't put it out.
What do you do now?
It'll go out. Alright. Oh, and it went out. So, there's the orange peel and some cinnamon in there. You can use this to hold the orange peel back. I like it in the drink. So I'm going to pour it right on in. And there is the Estus. Before I taste this, 1, it's hot anyway, I need it to cool. But 2, if you try to make this at home, you saw there was a lot of fire, be careful. I've got a fire extinguisher here just in case, but be careful.
Doesn't work like a real Estus Flask.
Yeah. So, with having heated up the rum and having the hot water, it is pretty hot. It's almost like hot toddy. Kind of what I was going for. I guess it's kind of like, if you have a peel in a hot toddy, it's called a skin. So it's like a rum skin. Just for anyone who is interested in learning about that. I don't know. But let's give it a try. It smells very good. It's very orangey smelling. Oh, that's good. So, it like warms you up inside. So it's pretty high proof rum. But since the main thing mixed into it was 4 ounces of water, you definitely feel a little bit of that proof in the back of your throat, but it doesn't burn like it would if you didn't have that much water in it. It is very smooth, it is very tasty, a little bit sweet, and very orangey, because having that long orange peel in there and having it hot pulled all the oil out of it, and it's really good. It's like very bright, and I like this. Not safe to make, but it's fun to make. When my friend asked me to do an Estus Flask, I was excited to light things on fire. Not gonna lie. You wanna try?
Yeah. This 151 rum gives it a lot more of like a toasty taste than the last one. I just feel like with the citrus and the cloves in it, it's just like such a cozy drink that you could just curl up with on a cold night in winter. Yeah, definitely like warms you up from within.
Yeah. And even though it's a very easy drink to drink, like if you let this cool a little bit, I feel like most people would be able to drink this pretty easily, right?
Oh yeah.
Like not...
Yeah, I'm not usually a big fan of sippers, so
Yeah.
I feel like that, yeah, for sure.
But if I did the math right, I think it's about like a 60 proof drink. So it would be like drinking almost a liquor, but just the way it's made, you wouldn't know it. So again, be careful if you make this. It's definitely a sipper, and it's a cozy, warm drink. Oh.
You get like a nice cinnamon aftertaste too. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, and just with how it was made, cinnamon ended up like on the rim of the glass too. So it just smells like cinnamon. I don't know. It's just.
It's really
I was
good.
really happy with
It's
this
really
one.
good.
And just when I wanted to put it in a flask because the Estus Flask is the item, but I was thinking like, if you didn't want to be hunting monsters at the moment and you wanted to just enjoy your Estus at the bonfire, then you could like
Treat yourself.
scoop it out with the pitcher and just pour the flaming liquid into your cup and just sit back and enjoy it and just.
Let the world slowly slip into chaos.
Mm-hmm.
You can be the Lord of Cinder any other day.
Exactly. But yeah, a very tasty drink. Can't say it enough. Be careful if you want to make it. Well, if you like this, feel free to like and subscribe. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Got cocktail classes if you're interested. And if you have anything that you want to see done, then feel free to let me know, and I will do my best to get it done. I've got a list that I'm trying to get through right now, kind of prioritizing requests over ones that I kind of had planned in the past. But yeah, let me know what you want to see, and I'm gonna go enjoy it.
Escanor. Escanor.
So, you've heard a reference to Gother in a previous episode. It was the Riku's Panacea. And Escanor now, he's like my favorite character in like any show, probably ever. He is amazing. That is an anime that my wife and I watched called Seven Deadly Sins that we were a very big fan of. And in the past, just for fun, I made a cocktail for each of the 7 deadly sins. They're the main characters of the show. And eventually I'm going to get around to making videos on those. I think that's it for today. And I can't wait to share a sip with you in another video.